Yeah, welcome back to my class in 2025. I've been away from the screen for a while now, and I'm glad to be back. That was due to some challenges I was having with the tools I'm using, most especially my light. So, today I'm going to look at manifestation in reality using programming as a guide. I've been teaching programming languages. So, right now I'm teaching C. So I'm just going to show you in this class, which is the introductory class, bringing me back to the screen, of the step-by-step procedures of how I have been teaching the languages. And this is actually how you manifest reality. That is what I want to look at. So the first thing that I do, which is the first step, is what? Existence. Existence. Now the second one is intent, which is what? Like purpose. Right? Then the third one is logic. Uh, the fourth one is algorithm. Now the fifth is source code. So existence. First, you have to believe that there is a solution to a problem that you are trying to solve. That is existence. Intent now becomes the purpose of why you want to write the program. Logic is a blueprint of reason that ensures things make sense, right? That is that. Now, algorithm are the step-by-step instructions, right, to implement logic and intent. Then you have the source code. The source code is a written implementation of algorithm and logic. That is what the source code is. Now, having done that, you now come to what? Six, which is what? Preprocessor. I'm teaching C at the moment. So, and I always tell you when you say this, include STDIO, STDIO, STDIO.h. This is the preprocessor. So this one actually enables us use the printf, this printf function. So is a header that contains some functions that you are going to use. That is the preprocessor. So this preprocessor is like an assistant. Now I'm recording a video. I needed the lights, then the tripod that will carry the camera, which in this case I'm using my phone. Now somebody has to do that setup for me, which in this case I am actually the one doing it because I'm the one doing everything. So that is like the preprocessor, arranging the environment where everything is going to take place. Then we have seven. Seven, we have the compiler, right? Now, this compiler is like the translator. So now I'm going to write a program. This source code is writing the implementing this algorithm and logic using a programming language. So this is like saying, before you were born, I knew you, meaning I have written your source code using the language of the community in which you are going to be born into. So that is the source code. Now the compiler job is to ensure that that source code that you have written using a programming language obeys the syntax of that language. So that is what this compiler does. Now this compiler converts the human readable format into what? A machine readable format. Then you have it, which is what? The assembler. Now, what the CPU understands is 0 and 1. So the assembler is still going to convert that machine readable format into binary form that the CPU is going to understand. So that is what this assembler does. Then you have 9, which is what? The linker. So what does this linker do? This linker is like a project manager, right? that helps to assemble that object file that has been created by the assembler with external libraries to create your .exe, which is what? Your executable file. All right, so that is what this does. Now, 10, we have the operating system. So let me write it in full. We have the operating system. So if the linker is like a project manager, the operating system is like the GM, the general manager. So what does this general manager does? It helps to coordinate the resources that we have and the hardware. So it's going to load the program. When you launch your .exe, you launch your Microsoft Word or you launch your Excel, at that moment, the operating system will load it into the memory and then control the program with the resources that we have and say, okay, you wait, let this guy finish his task because he's going to use the same resources that you're going to use. When he's done, you can now continue. So he coordinates that affair as the general manager. Then you have 11, which is what? The memory. Sorry, before the memory, we have the CPU, which is the central processing unit. So if this guy is the GM that is going to coordinate tasks, the CPU are the workers that will do the job, right? That is who they are. Then, so I'm just going to come back here and write 12. We have the memory. So this is the storage. So this memory is like the landmass where the CPU, the workers, are going to carry out their task. So things are stored here. So the CPU, following the instruction that has been created by the compiler, will carry out their task using resources that are available. That environment, which is like the company or the landmass, is what you call the memory. So the operating system loads the program into this memory, and then the CPU is going to start operation following the instruction. All right? So then you have the last one, which is what? 13, the screen. So this is what you call the world. This is actually where you are manifesting the idea that was at this assistant level so that people can interact with it. Now you're able to interact with me on the screen because I am manifesting the idea of teaching you programming on the screen. That is what you are looking at. So you can actually apply these steps in manifesting any reality of your choice. Guide your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. So your heart is the tuner. So all the things that you've been taught in your education, everything that you've been learning, has been to be able to control your mind, to tune it, to resonate with the frequency of whatever it is that you desire to manifest in this dimension, which is what? The screen. So these are the steps I want to show you. So at this point, I will not hesitate to ask for your help. If you feel there's any way you can assist me to keep me on the screen, please do not hesitate to contact me using the number scrolling on your screen. I'll tell you how you can help to sustain me and to keep me on the screen. So this is what I want to teach you. This class, I'm going to continue where I stopped in the last class, which is what? Operators in C. And the operator we are going to do next is what? The bitwise operator. So that operator actually operates at the low level of 0 and 1, which is the binary level. So that's what we are going to look at. We are going to continue that in this class, right? So till we see in the next class. Bye-bye.